How's it going, everybody? It's Stas here, and in this video, we're going to be doing an overall market update, taking a look at the Dow Jones, the S&P 500, and the Nasdaq. We're also going to be doing a trading update, talking about what I personally did today in the markets, as well as some stocks and ETFs that I'm watching and looking to trade right now towards the end of December, heading into this new year here in January of 2020. And today, guys, was Christmas Eve, or it is Christmas Eve since I am recording this on Christmas Eve, and the markets were a bit boring, and that's what we'll get into. But before we do get into that, all I ask from you is, if you enjoyed this video, simply go down below and hit that like button for me, and consider subscribing if you want to see further content from me. And if you want to be further connected with the Strive Smart community, the Discord link is down below, as well as the Facebook group. And feel free to drop any questions, any thoughts, any analysis in that Discord chat, and there's a bunch of members in there that will really interact with you and give opinions and so forth. So let's get right into it, guys, starting off here with the S&P 500, ticker symbol SPX. And like I said, it was a very slow day today, boring day today in these markets. We closed down 63 cents, so technically it was a red day, but by a very, very slim margin, down 0.02%. And pretty much today's price action really is consolidation based on what we've been seeing over these past couple of days. So we popped up, I believe, what day was this? Was this Friday? Popped up on Friday, consolidated a bit towards the end of the day, popped up again on Monday, consolidated, and now we didn't pop up again. We sold off a bit, but still kind of in that consolidation range between 32.20 and around 32.30. So nothing crazy today, guys. Lower volume, boring day, and this was expected because during the end of the year, that's when we do see slower volume. People are taking profits, maybe just people aren't trading, and that's kind of why it really wasn't an eventful day today. So what could this be setting up for? Maybe if we dump down, if we show a sell-off, maybe next trading day, we can be going down to about 32.10, maybe bouncing off of that 50 SMA. But if you guys see the previous couple of times we've consolidated like we have here, we just gapped up and continued the uptrend, which honestly is still in play at this point. So it really could go either way. I'm keeping an eye on the futures markets, where they're looking like, or where they're going rather, in the next trading session, pre-market, and that'll probably give us some sort of an indication on where the markets could be going for that specific day. So let's talk about the Dow Jones. This was down 0.13% today, down $36, and this one looks like it's already starting to pull down towards that 50 SMA support here on the hourly chart, which if we sold off there, guys, it's really peanuts at the end of the day. It would only be a 0.4% sell-off, but that would be a healthy sell-off nonetheless, in my personal opinion. And if we go to the 5-day, 5-minute, you can see price action. We consolidated for these 2 days, popped the next day. I believe this was Friday. We saw that massive gap up, all-time high. We gapped up again on Monday, and from there into Tuesday, which is today, we've sold off. We've broken the uptrend, being that 180 SMA support here. We're seeing a bearish cross, the 50 SMA crossing below the 180 SMA. So this 5-day, 5-minute chart, in my opinion, is telling a story that we might be selling off. And then if we drag out to the hourly chart, you can see, okay, that makes sense on this chart as well, because we're trading under the EMA, and we could see a potential push to this 50 SMA, which has been a level of support over the past couple of weeks. But then again, guys, if these markets just gap up on the next trading session, this could all go out the window, and we could just be hitting all-time highs yet again. So let's talk about the Nasdaq very quickly. This thing is up $3 right now, up 0.04%. Let me double check with Yahoo Finance because it's a little off here in terms of that, and we can see on Yahoo Finance up $7, so really kind of in line with what the futures are here. Pretty boring day. Again, up really not even 0.1%, but either way, we actually held this 50 SMA today, on this hourly chart, which is a good sign that the uptrend is continuing here for the Nasdaq. So it's weird. It's kind of interesting, actually, how these different indexes, they're showing some different technicals, on their respective time frames. So if we go to the Nasdaq's 5-day, 5-minute, you can see we hit that high yesterday. Pretty much ever since then, we've been consolidating right around 87.20 to around 87.50. So there's really not much to say today, guys. Just the fact that we're still kind of overbought, on these 6-month time frames, especially on the Nasdaq, right? Very overbought, and we may be setting up for a potential sell-off, maybe a decent correction of around 1 to 2% here over the next couple of weeks. I think that is possible and very healthy for the market. So let's hop into what I personally did today. And honestly, guys, I didn't do much today at all but monitor my swing trades, kind of like what I did in yesterday's session and what I talked about in yesterday's video, because there weren't crazy opportunities. Well, I actually bought, fun fact, or not really a fun fact, just a little side note, I actually did buy a little bit of Altria today in my long-term account, in my dividend account. So I guess there was some activity. I bought a couple shares here on this dip because I still see potential in it with the dividend and all that good stuff. So that's a little side note. So I guess I did do a little buying here on that little weakness on Altria. But in terms of my trading accounts, really nothing, right? I'm in Uber. For those of you guys that don't know, we'll run through my swings right now. And I didn't talk about this in yesterday's video. It slipped my mind. I don't know why, but I got some comments in the Facebook group talking about, oh, are you still in Uber? You're out of Uber? Yes, I'm still in Uber. Just forgot to mention it in yesterday's video. So Uber today was up 11 cents, up 0.36%. And if you guys don't recall, I've been in Uber for a couple of days here. My average cost is right around $30, I believe. And the whole premise behind this trade is from $31 to $33. That's the goal that I want to achieve with this trade, and that would be a nice little kind of like a cup pattern. And if we break 33, that could be a breakout to the point where we may be going back to mid 30s, 35s, 36, 37, maybe even low 40s. Who knows? There's a lot more upside if we do break 33. That's kind of the point, right? And I do feel comfortable locking in profits at 33, and actually getting back in, right? I do feel comfortable doing that, but as a more conservative trader, swing trader, I like locking in profits as the stock's moving up and then re-entering. So that's probably what I'd do, if we were to kind of find support, maybe pull down at around 33. But for now, I'm in Uber, $30. Plan on getting that 7-8% from 31 to 33. That's kind of the goal. Actually, more than 7-8% because I'm at $30, average cost, which would be more like 9 to 10%. So I'm in Uber. Home Depot's another one that I'm in. This one did well today as well, up $1.46, up 0.7%. And we can see after we saw that little sell-off, we've recovered. Now we're seeing a bullish cross. We held the moving averages, the 180 SMA, as a support towards the close of this short day today, which ended at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, by the way. So that's very bullish in my opinion. And now we could probably expect, based on these technicals here, a continuation, but nothing is guaranteed, and we have to really analyze it in the next trading session pre-market to see where the trajectory of the price action might be. But as of now, I'm in at around 217-ish, 218, and I plan on swinging it to around $223, giving me around 3-4% of profit. And from there, there's even more upside where I might either hold half of my shares on the break or maybe even just sell out completely then buy back in on the break depending on what the price action looks like. Another one that I'm in is PayPal, PYPL. This really didn't do much, just consolidated. And in my opinion, this is strictly a hold right now. I'm not looking to add more, but the goal is to sell at around 112, sell, completely out of it, and then maybe get in again after if it breaks $112 there. What's the other one that I'm in right now, guys? So PayPal, Home Depot, Uber, and ATV. I couldn't forget. I almost forgot about ATV, guys. Ticker symbol ATVI. This is another one that didn't do much today at all. Down 8 cents, down 0.14%, and it seems like this thing wants to pull down to this 50 SMA on this 4-hour chart. So if we actually hold that level, that may be a spot where, hey, I might add a bit more money, as I am viewing this as a longer-term swing. If you guys don't remember, I actually took a little bit of profits here, at around 59.70, something like that, close to $60 like my goal was initially. Right? And I do plan on getting out at around $63, maybe with leaving some shares on the table, but ultimately I do have a longer term vision here for I was about to say Apple, ATV, and that is if it does break $63. So I do want to have some shares, just for that exposure, and I actually do have some calls on ATV right now as well that are a few months out. So that's kind of my point of view there on ATV, and just in general what I'm in right now, guys. Uber, ATV, Home Depot, and PayPal. Those are the 4 that I'm involved with right now. So let's talk about some that I'm watching and am looking to get into heading into this new year in 2020. And honestly, a lot of the stocks today, not a lot of them, some of them at least, were kind of weak, and they opened up some nice dips, but I didn't strike quite yet because I want to see again what these markets do in the next session. But it was tempting, I'll be honest, it was tempting, like Facebook, but again, I did not strike. But Facebook down 0.5%, down $1 today. And if we hold 205 here, guys, into the next session, I'm looking to trade it from 205 up to 210, which is around 4%. And if you guys don't know, the all-time high for Facebook is around 218. So if we get to that level, that could be around 6%. So I see a lot of potential here on Facebook if it's able to hold $205. Another one that I see potential in right now is Disney, ticker symbol DIS. This one did well today, up 0.6, or rather 61 cents, up 0.42%. And this is another one that's setting up here for potential bounce, in my opinion, at around 143 to around $140 or $45, which happens to be the 180 SMA support here that we're seeing on the 4-hour chart. So I'd watch that if I were you. That's personally what I'm doing right now. And really, those are the 2 top ones that I'm watching in terms of, swing trades that I have not quite gotten into yet that I want to get in, right? So another one, let's talk about some quick ones here, guys, because it is Christmas Eve. Again, don't want to hold you guys too long. But BA today, they fired their CEO yesterday due to all the 737 MAX, issues and problems, all that stuff, right? We all know how crazy that's been over these past couple of months. And the stock continued the dump today. It actually did well yesterday, but it seems like it gave back all of those gains, down $4.55 today, down 1.35%. And overall, I'm just looking to see if Boeing holds this horizontal pattern from around 330 up to around 370. That's where we could capitalize on this stock. And talking about pull downs, guys, we got one on NEO today. We got a 5% pull down. And to be honest, guys, on a stock like NEO, this may sound crazy, but that's really not that crazy at the end of the day, right? NEO, it's a risky investment. Risky stock, high beta, very volatile, right? So a 5% pull down, that's nothing crazy. But on the flip side, let's say we had a 5% pull down on Johnson & Johnson or something, that would be something that's like still not really crazy at the end of the day, but it's more crazy than NEO having that pull down, if that makes any sense, right? So NEO saw that pull down. Positive thing I see about it is we're still holding the uptrend on a longer term scale. Well, not really a long-term scale. We're just looking at a 3-week chart here. So we are holding that and the 180 SMA at a potential higher low here if it does confirm by breaking out. So that is a good sign. In my opinion, if I was swing trading NEO, which I'm not, I'm still long NEO, but if I was swinging it, I would not be panicking right now. This is really healthy, and honestly, it could serve as a dip buy, maybe back up to 270, and from there, we all know, like I've been mentioning, $3. That's still the goal here in the short term for NEO, and I do think it will get there eventually. So overall, those are a couple of stocks that I'm watching. I could go on for a lot more. You guys know that, but I want to save the rest and just a lot more of my thoughts for the next video. I'm not going to upload tomorrow on Christmas just because I want to spend time with my family. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate and are doing that yourselves. And yeah, I guess I'll see you on the 26th, 27th, the next day the market's opened. That's when I'll upload my next video. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, go down below, hit the like button, consider subscribing if you want to see further content from me, and also drop a comment. Let me know your thoughts on anything throughout this video that you had questions about, you want, specific stocks talked about. Drop them down below in the comments. And again, Merry Christmas to everybody out there. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you all have a great night tonight. Have a great Christmas in general. And if you guys actually want 2 free stocks from Webull to ring in the Christmas the right way, there's an affiliate link down below where if you deposit $100, you can get 2 free stocks guaranteed for free, valued up to $1,400. So that link is down below. I'll catch you all in the next video. Merry Christmas again. Happy holidays. Thanks for watching. Peace out.